Ronny Phillip with the Kingland Group at Keller Williams Realty, coming to you live from
Little Forest Hills
here
over
in
here, East Dallas.
East Dallas. So if y'all are watching this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. So welcome to the Ronny Phillip Show. I have a very special guest on my show, Mr. Tavis Westbrook with Superior Acquisitions. He's also in my real estate office, Keller Williams, Dallas Preston Road. So Tavis,
hey
please
guys, how are you?
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, so Tavis Westbrook, Superior Acquisitions. I wear many hats, and that's developed over the years, but we own Superior Acquisitions, which is a distressed asset acquisition company. We also own Westbrook Renovations, and Westbrook Renovations is our basically our conduit to do the renovations on all the properties that we buy, fix, and sell. That's our main focus. We, based on the market conditions a couple of years ago, came into this area, and this area lent itself to tear down the existing home and scrape them and then rebuild them from the ground up. So we're standing in front of our third one that we've done over here. This is the third and final one that we're going to do for now. And you know, so along the lines of flipping, same concept, but the demographic over here, the price points, everything kind of led us to do the tear down rebuild.
Hey Tavis.
Hey man, how are you?
Sorry, not be outside at all.
That's all right. We're filming, so.
Oh, okay.
You doing all right?
Yeah. Can I
Yeah.
say something to you? Or am I-
Yeah. No, go ahead. You're live.
Okay. Cool. Man, I saw the house on because I just left the post office, so
Yeah.
I keep looking to see if you have the sign up to see when you're gonna have the open house.
Yeah. That's Thursday.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me
Yeah.
get out of this guy's way.
Okay.
So we got a lot of interest on this house, so stay tuned after the interview. I'm going to continue the live stream, and we're going to take a little tour, the sneak peek of the house. But
Yeah, for sure. So we were saying that this guy's asking us a few questions, so apologize for the delay here. I want you guys to stay with us here because you're going to see some cool stuff, but go ahead.
So sorry about that. I'm mentioning something to you about the videos. I was gonna say I found your videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I watched the house at Redondo.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos on YouTube, and yeah, man, your houses are incredible. And
Thank you, man.
since I saw you outside, I wanted to let you know I saw your stuff on YouTube
Yeah.
and the house in Redondo.
Appreciate it.
And the one over there with the blue teal door.
San Leandro.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Love
Thank
it, man.
you.
Yeah,
All right.
have a good
Appreciate
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice plug for our
See?
YouTube page,
see,
right?
that was totally unintentional, but see how popular Tavis is?
Yeah.
That's why I have rock star real estate professionals on the Ronny Phillip
Yeah.
Show. So Tavis, you were a real estate agent and a broker before.
Absolutely, yeah, still am.
Yeah.
It's not my main focus. I still have, and in fact, I have a couple traditional deals that I'm working on now. But yeah, I got into the business 2004. I was in telecom previously, rode 11 layoffs. I rode through them, didn't get laid off. Finally rode the last one out and said, yeah, I got to change the pace. So I've always kind of been an entrepreneur at heart. So real estate gave me that option. My wife was in the mortgage industry, so I was familiar with the industry, but not as much on the sell side. And then jumped right in. Feet first in 2004, and moved up the ladder very quickly. Ended up starting my own brokerage, getting my broker's license in 2006, and then kind of grew that piece. And fortunate, I don't know if you guys know people like Justin Phillips. Do you know Justin Phillips with the Phillip Realty Group? Okay, so he was one of my clients. Ended up working for me, got his license, ended up going through the ladders as well. He's got a successful real estate brokerage now. So, great pieces of the puzzle. It's all about kind of giving back and growing through the real estate world, and really sowing those oats in the entrepreneur world. So sold traditionally, buyers and sellers, and then built the team and focused on that. And obviously, we're talking 2005 to 2006 when the market started going down. Nobody wanted to accept it till 2008. So in 2009, I think I was looking at what else is out there, and what I realized is that my lack of business knowledge was limiting me a little bit. And so Brett Caldwell and I go way back. I knew him since he was in the title business, and he had been on me for a while about looking at Keller Williams. We talked to him at Keller Williams, and one of the intriguing things was the business model. So learning from other people that ran a really successful real estate business, and learning how to incorporate that. So that's what made me consider Keller Williams as a change. And we did it, and actually to our office, Dallas Preston Road, we were the first merger that merged brokerage. So Westbrook Brokerage, it still exists, but it's now operates underneath the umbrella of Dallas Preston Road. So came over with about 8 agents, and slowly found that running a real estate office and being a manager of a team and all that wasn't my passion. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed helping people, but really investment real estate was where it was for me, and I really enjoyed that. So it was actually after Mega Camp 2009, Brett called one of our in the truck on the way home, and we were talking and made a business decision at that point to make it my niche. There was a big talk back then about niche markets because 2009 was down, and it was like, what are you doing to be different? What are you doing to stand out? And so I came back, and in 2009 said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and focus on investment real estate. So I started gathering up investors, started plugging the market, the REO market, foreclosure market as we know it as agents. It's called REO. It's real estate owned property, and so it's real estate that's already been foreclosed by the bank. Now the bank's listing that property for sale.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of it in today's market.
No, it's a very small percentage of the market, and it's a lot tougher to get these investment properties now.
Yeah, it's a totally different time frame. So I mean, we haven't bought REO in quite some time. It's been 4 or 5 years since we've done that. But it was the market for it, and what we were doing is buying property that couldn't sell traditionally as an REO. So it needed foundation, it needed structural, it needed stuff to it. And I found investors that had cash, and we started plugging, and I was the facilitator. So we would buy it, I would represent them, I'd spell it out, everything they needed to do. And then in 2010, basically ballooned open to running Westbrook renovations.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't an investor yet. I was just facilitating other investors. And throughout that time and that running those portfolios and growing that with them, obviously I got mass amount of more experience doing that. And in 2010, we flipped 26 homes.
Wow.
I've never done that again. And it wasn't that profitable, to be honest with you. It was a lot of volume. The subs did really well. We didn't do so great.
Yeah.
But anyways, we grew from that. And just dialed in that piece, and so then started doing some stuff on my own. And then Trey Williams and I, he was in a position where he was tired of living on an airplane, and this was 2011, and then we did our first deal together then. And 2012 we formed Superior Acquisitions, and we've grown it ever since. And he's a really great business partner. We've done a lot together. We've really dominoed what we've done. We make minor goals every year, some changes, and push things in that right direction, and we've grown ever since. So it's gotten better and better, and we've been able to adjust with the market, and we really enjoy it.
Yeah. So what inspired you to start Superior Acquisitions?
So that's kind of where it started with Trey. So Trey Williams and I are partners in Superior. And I think we both had a very good passion. We both have a really good background in traditional real estate. So for us, we wanted something that was different than other investment groups, and we wanted more of a personal edge. And so we have done a lot of sitting in front of people in a life-changing situation, sitting across the table from them, and really learning how we could be the best option for them. And sometimes we're not. And that's okay, but we like to present ourselves as having options that can be different than other investors or other traditional ways of buying real estate. So in doing that, we've been able to create a win-win on both sides, right? And then we've developed now teaching and classes that we've been able to do, and by doing that, we've built our network of agents that when they come across the ugliest house on the block and they're going, oh no, how am I going to sell this thing? They know to pick up the phone and call Trey and I, and we get to act like their buyer. So Ronny, if you're in that position and you need, you come across a house and you're like, what do I do with this house? We can act as your buyer. You represent us, and you get paid commissions to do that, right? So that's been a great thing for Trey and I because of the real estate background. We've been able to transition into that, and we know your business and we get it, and so we're able to really move and navigate well within the spectrum.
Yeah. So you've built all these companies, Westbrook Brokerage, Westbrook Renovations, Superior Acquisitions. So if you were to start over in 2017 with no money, like this is for like new agents, what would you do differently?
You know, I mean, I think it's all about understanding, you know, finding out what you like about what you do, right? And I mean, to me, we're really passionate about it. I mean, we have lots of headaches. I think you saw that today.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out when you get here, but you know, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the end results of what we get out of these. And for me, I've been able to come back full circle in a sense of finding my artistry.
Yeah.
And it's now, that's awesome, right? To take a natural talent that I loved to do as a kid and teenage years and draw and create and be artistic. Doing what I do now in flips and new builds like this, these are my palettes, and so there's nothing better than doing that and mixing it in with a great business model like real estate.
Yeah.
And having that twofold, right? So starting over, I don't know if there's much that I would necessarily do different, because you get better as you learn and you go try new things. You know, we're big advocates of the fail forward mentality.
Yep.
Right. So you learn from it and you keep going, right? And the more you learn, the more experience you have, the more that you can navigate through different scenarios. I mean, I've dabbled in commercial real estate, I've dabbled in industrial, I've dabbled in different things along my years just to try it. And I've realized that I don't like those things as much as I like now, but because I've tried it, I know something about it, right?
Yeah.
And so there's that saying of knowledge is power, and I'm not a huge fan of the knowledge is power mentality, but the knowledge and the action of power, or the action of knowledge, right, is power, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's really where it goes back. So I can't really say that I would skip any steps, because I think it's all part of it. Advice to new agents out there, you know, understand what you're good at. So if you're a marketing guy, like, all right, we'll put Josh DeSong on the spot, right? So Josh DeSong, he was a young guy. He was overcoming boundaries of being a young guy in real estate and going up against people. I like that. The beard is the brand. Yeah. So Josh, the cool thing with him is Josh understands what he does, and he's a marketer. So Josh is a marketing expert, and because he knows that, he knows he can use that platform in anything he chooses to do, right? For me, I've kind of realized that I'm an artist. Yeah. And I also like people. So if I could put those things together and I could teach and I can do art and I can work through that, then I can really work to give back to people. And you know, you've heard these things before. If you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think, you know, Ronny, for you, you know, you've been a hustler. I've seen you in many things since you've started. You've mastered this live video. I've taken lessons from you now on how many people you get. I mean, look at all this right now. I don't know how many people are on right now, but it's a lot. Brian, what's up, brother? So, you know, what's cool is seeing your growth. And you know, I think it's just a matter of kind of focusing on something that you know you can go do and then build on that. Don't get too crazy. Don't try to go after the easiest thing. Know what you're good at and kind of be aware of those things and then go build on it. So like for me, I was a buyer's agent that could get a lead and narrow down 5 properties to go show a buyer back in 2005. And I would limit that ability down to the 5 best properties. I would control that. And the reason is we give advice and opinion in real estate. So I would understand that I would drive a 2-hour drive to go show a home, but I would only show them 5 homes, and it was the best options they possibly had, right? So you can always show A's and B's and C's, or let your client choose. But in my case, I was showing them all A's. So out of all A's, my odds of closing an A property that night were pretty strong. So I would go out and I'd make a 2-hour drive out. We'd write a contract that night at Chili's. I'd submit it. I'd be out one more trip for an inspection, and then we were going to close the table 30 days later. So I knew I was really good at converting if I could get in front of somebody and I could find what they want. So knowing that was a target for me, right? So it was about how to get those warm leads and who to go after and build those relationships, build them with loan officers, build them with whoever. And so I think it's just being aware of what you're good at. So
yeah, self-awareness is
Right.
definitely important. And
So what about you, Ronnie? I mean, if I asked you what do you think you do best
For
right now
me?
in real estate?
connecting people.
And
I
connecting
think I'm
people.
really good at that, and building relationships. I think I'm good at that. I'm very.
Would you say that's paid off? I mean,
Yes.
now, and so now you know that and you're aware of it, so now
Yeah.
you continue to do that, right?
Absolutely, and just trying to add a massive value to my audience. Like this is why I like to show them different things that may be out of the reality, because we see stuff like this all the time, right? And
Yeah.
make sure y'all stay, because we're about to show you his last mid-century.
So I see all
modern
these
design.
people doing this. Is that all the people joining?
Yeah.
Okay, but it only shows 5 here.
Yeah, it's they go on and off, on
Okay,
and off.
all right. That always throws me
Yeah.
off, and I go back and look at it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Ronnie's great at this. Like I said, I'm learning from him. So, I think for me, it's not been. There's no magic pill in real estate. There's no magic pill. It's hard work. It's getting up every day, and it's making motions to go do it. And if something's not working, change it up and see what you got to do to get different results. And my wife would probably get mad at me, because I think over the years I've gotten to where I'm like, I don't need to do that anymore, and then it shows, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
the results are like, why did I get away from that? And so
Yeah.
I think that's important too, is really keep doing what you're good at until you get the things that you really like doing mastered and really dialed in, right?
Yeah.
So like if the market just fell out and I couldn't buy any more flips at all, I'd probably go back to selling, right?
Yeah.
Because I know I can do it, and that opportunity's there, right? And so I think that's being aware too, is don't get discouraged by not meeting those goals right when you need it. Just know that you got to keep working towards that. I mean, in 2010 when we did 26 flips, it was agonizing. It was a lot of work and very little payoff. And I had a big goal in mind to eventually be doing what we're doing today, and the payoff has been well worth it. And
Oh, absolutely.
we've learned more and more about it, and we've got our systems really dialed in.
Yeah. So what are your plans for the future?
So I think in the future, we were talking about the design thing, and that's the artistry side has really come to life for me.
Yeah.
So this past year, and I haven't dialed it all the way in yet, so I haven't publicly. You're putting me on the spot, so I'm publicly going to put it out there. But I'm dabbling in design consultation, which allows me to express my knowledge in real estate and how it intertwines with renovations, how it intertwines with new construction, how it intertwines with development projects, etc. Because I've learned that when I design homes like this has been really cool to design a home from the ground up, because everything goes into it from the aspect of, how does it fit in the area for price point? How does it fit in the area for style? How does it fit in the area for demographic? Who's going to be buying it? And if they buy it, how do they live it, right? How do they use it? And so we think through all those different things, and sometimes you can't do all that, right? You can think through it in a renovation project, but in a new build like this gives me the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
Within a term. So, this home being 2,700 plus square feet, but still going in with a garage that's 24 feet deep because the lake's down the street.
Yeah.
And you got to think where you're going to put your bikes, where you're going to put your kayaks,
Yeah.
right? And where are those things going to go? And you're thinking demographic and the price point of this home. What people like to do, and again, the age group of the people in this price range as well in this area.
Yeah.
And so this home, I wouldn't necessarily say it's going to fit in Plano, right?
Yeah.
There's a different demographic, different demand, and that's part of real estate too. And
Yeah.
you got to understand that. And the more experience you get in other areas, you'll see that. So, the plug is we're basically Tavis Westbrook design consultation here in 2017, and putting that putting that full motion alongside of everything else I'm doing. And again, I talked about not quitting the other things, right? Because I really have a passion for that. I'd love to see the design consultation eventually get to where it's powerful enough to really focus on that full time.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely the next step, because we're about to give you our tour, a sneak peek tour of the house. We won't show you everything. We'll show you just the good stuff. And
You guys come on out. You know, we're not discriminatory, so I don't care if you're an agent or not, even though we're calling our broker open. But
Yeah.
Thursday night, it's going to be a lot of fun, 5:30 to 7. So it's not a very big window. It is East Dallas, so a lot your time if you guys are traveling from the other side of the Metroplex to get over here due to traffic. But really cool home. It's going to be a good time. We've got some local artists in the neighborhood. We've got some local food. There's a guy across the street here that smokes and makes all kinds of different artisan sausages.
Sweet.
He's bringing that in. We've got some florists that do contemporary floral design with succulents and different stuff that they're going to decorate the home with. And then we've got people in the neighborhood that do custom art on canvas, and they're going to be displaying it in the house as well. So
Cool.
it's going to be fun.
Let's give them a little sneak peek tour.
Let's do it.
Let me flip the camera, then you can just point out all the stuff. So
Okay.
this is Tavis's masterpiece right here. So
Yeah, not the car. That's the wife's masterpiece.
yeah, but so mid-century modern. So guess we'll just go through the front.
Yeah, mid-century modern inspired. Obviously, it's built 2017.
Yeah.
So, you know, mid-century modern elects to homes built in the 50s and the 60s. But
Yeah.
I really love that era of architecture.
Yeah.
And so you'll see a lot of those blends in this home. For instance, the breeze block in the front entry, we custom ordered that from Florida, and that really has a throwback. I think Ronnie said it early on today. You were like, did you tear this out, or was this an existing home, because you have
Yeah.
things that are old like that, right?
And that's what I really thought. So yeah, but we'll show you, like, Tavis's attention to detail is incredible. Just look at everything. Like, I'm just showing you a sidewalk right now, and got the door here.
So the cool thing with the front yard, zero maintenance.
Yeah.
Right. So this is all native rock from Texas. Sago palm is the only thing you got to worry about. They'll get big, which is a really cool dynamic area for this. But sago palm doesn't like the winter too much in Texas, so you got to cover it up. This is all Berkeley sedge grass, which is drought tolerant once it's established. You only have to basically give it a haircut twice a year.
Nice.
And it has these cool, you know, modern clumps, you know, if you will. So the whole front yard is pretty much maintenance free and really dialed in. So, you know, you maintain it twice a year and you're good, right?
Hey, can you explain this right here?
So these are rain chains, and what it is basically it's just a different it's a different architectural detail.
Yeah.
Water will actually adhere to the chain
Okay.
in a rainstorm, and it actually will clump together and follow the chain from the downspout. There's a catch basin underneath the rock that will take the water out and away from the house.
Oh, that's cool.
But instead of having a big downspout right here,
Yeah.
this gives you a really cool feature. We cut the roof out here in this section to let more natural light into this front bedroom, also to the sago palm, and it just gives a different detail.
Yeah.
Right? And if this was covered all the way, it would make this area really shady and really dark. And we're north facing here, so you already are in direct sun, right?
Yeah.
So you have the Ring doorbell. If you guys have seen that on ring.com, it's 360 degrees. It'll go to your cell phone and let you know somebody's at your front door, drop a package and things like that.
Yeah.
We've got the automatic key bolt here. And then this goes into the front entry courtyard.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. Like, as we tour the house, you're gonna see.
The lights will come on here soon.
Yeah.
And these are all on a solar cell, so they automatically come on as soon as it goes dusk.
Okay.
Dusk till dawn, all the lights will automatically come on. It looks really cool at night. So, private courtyard. You can keep this door unlocked if you want to, but really nice to kind of separate, you know, the outside world to your world, right?
Yeah, that's true. And this was from Florida, right?
Yeah, we imported it in from Florida, both
nice.
the breeze blocks on the front and the back here. So now we'll go into the main entrance of the home. Greg, you good?
Got the photographer here.
Okay. All right. So front entry. This is our art gallery hallway.
See, art gallery hallway. This is how creative Tavis is.
So your cool artwork here.
Uh-huh.
You got the cool spotlights up above, you know, on this side, and then this is the front room, the front guest room.
Nice.
And this goes back, you see how much sun and natural light comes through from that hole in the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
And then this bathroom here is a full guest suite. And it's got a walk-in closet.
So check this out, guys. If you're watching this video, make sure to give us some hearts so we know you're watching, and comment and let us know what part of the house you want to see. Like, is the natural light coming in here? I mean, it's really, really awesome. Got the shelves and whatnot, and got a little closet over there. But we're gonna go ahead and tour the rest. So this is the art hall right here. So
Yeah, you got the indoor-outdoor brick, right? So that wall continues inside-outside.
So explain that.
So part of mid-century modern is all about blurring the lines, right?
Yeah.
To really create indoor-outdoor spacing, and basically you blur the lines with the window effects.
Yeah.
So the outside feels like it's inside and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right. And we also did that with the ceiling here. You got the tongue and groove ceiling
Yeah.
that continues out. And you notice that the window lines, like here, go all the way up to the ceiling. So
Yeah.
you just have that blurred effect, right?
Yeah. This is like, if I show you this is like a Jetsons house right here.
More skylight effect
Uh-huh.
here, right? To get all this natural light down this wall. And so one of the things I do love is having a greeting area in your home.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times homes now are built and the entry of the foyer is really small, and it opens right up into your private areas of the home. So in this case, it's really got that effect.
Yeah.
Plenty of room for some mid-century modern furniture and stuff like that. This
Mm-hmm.
could be a really cool piece of artwork here. You've got cool things like this. This is a key drop, what we call a key drop box. So this slides out, and then you can put dog leashes in here. You can drop your keys in here. Just keeps everything really sleek. And this is your garage door entrance, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to, how far do you want to go with showing them sneak peek, but you want to show them that room and that shower in there? Or you want to wait?
That one we can they can come see it, just like the main stuff. But
all right, so kitchen, family, right?
Look at
dining
this.
room.
Look how beautiful this is, guys. It's just incredible. So, and there's another thing you forgot to mention, man.
What's that?
Your cabinet company.
So the cabinet company, I can't take full ownership of that by any means, because I wouldn't even have the opportunity without Sanders Gonzalez, who's the mastermind behind all the carpentry work.
Yeah.
I get to play a little bit in the design and have a little bit of fun on the business side, and kind of help with my business background to help dial into that. Grandeur Cabinet Works. Grandeur Cabinet Works on Facebook. YouTube's got a page as well, and also grandeurcabinetworks.com.
Yeah.
And that's who, we're local. Import all the high-loss stuff that you see here it actually comes from Italy through a distributor, and it comes in and we fabricate it all.
Yeah.
This is all walnut, and so this is all custom design. It's all got Baltic birch interiors, and then we do a lot of cool fancy stuff with servo drives.
Look at that. Thumbs up for that feature right there. That's really cool. This is Tavis, you're the first one to even bring this to my reality.
And then you've got appliance garage.
Appliance garage. What does that mean, man?
So that means that you can basically hide your appliances. So you
Okay.
can hide your juicers, you can hide your toaster oven. You can basically live in this house and keep it as clean as it is now in here.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep that clean look and have nothing on the countertops and have it completely clean, allowing you to look outside that window, you can do that in this kitchen.
Yeah.
Right? Because everything has a place. Everything has its own storage and its own place. This is your cappuccino cafe made by Bosch. You basically open this up. You put your fresh beans in here. It's got a built-in grinder. It's got a place for the milk. It's got a place for the water reservoir. It's all filtered. You can adjust it based on the size of your cup. You can do cappuccino, coffee, whatever you want. And then this is set up for coffee mugs, right? So this is deep enough where you can put all your coffee mugs in here. This is set up for heavy plates. And again, just thinking outside the box of the kitchen, normally you get lower cabinets and then you get upper storage, right?
Yeah.
In this case, I wanted to keep everything super clean. So this is quartz made by Vico stone. And actually this whole wall here is all Vico stone as well. So that's all quartz as well. So it's durable, it's heat resistant. You know, it doesn't stand out as much because we've got white walls everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's super clean, right?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I thought that was just the wall.
Yeah, so that's Vico stone as well, up the wall. And then you guys might have seen this on Facebook before.
See.
But these are your built-in sliding pot racks, keep everything organized, and everything's all soft close, self-closing. You got the spice racks.
Sweet. My mom would need something like that. For
Same
sure.
thing here, right? And then more of the pot rack design.
Whoa. Now this is cool. Like look at this kitchen, guys. This is absolutely incredible. Like y'all have to come on Thursday. It's crazy. I just had the honor of giving y'all a little sneak peek.
And you got ice maker here, trash drawer, wine chiller over here for your wine, your bar. There's your ice.
That's cool. Show them that thing that.
Yeah, so this is all RGB LEDs,
Uh-huh.
and this is on the rotation right now. But if you say my favorite color is purple or blue, you can pick whatever you want.
Nice.
Go through it, and then if you want it to be a little brighter, you can mix in the white light to it, and then the white light as well. So you know the theme on this house is yellow.
Yeah.
All my houses over here, the first one had an orange color and then a turquoise, and
Yeah.
this one's yellow, so you can put the yellow light on. And when you can stack that up with decorative bottles and liquor bottles, and I have the wine up here just for display, but it shows the light shining through it.
Cool. Let's show them the little courtyards. This is one thing I like about how you build these houses is you maximize the space on
Well, thank you.
everything.
A lot of people have a misconception walking or driving by this home, and it looks like we take up the whole lot, which we utilized a lot. But
Yeah.
one of the things that we do differently than anyone else is courtyards like this. So
Yeah.
this house has 3 full courtyards: that front one, the side one, and then the fire pit courtyard over there. And this is set up for your outdoor kitchen. It's got drip irrigation, so you can do your own little garden out here. Table and chairs here. And then you've got access back to your studio /
Yeah.
office there. You've
So-
got set up for TV if you want to hang your TV out here, do a small TV.
So
when you're
TV's
cooking.
right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. And then this is literally like a Jetsons house. Like seriously, like. And then we can show look at this living room. So, what's one thing this house doesn't have, Tavis?
One thing it doesn't have?
The attic, right?
Oh, no attic,
Yeah.
No attic in this house, no wasted space. So we had to find, uses, and like the garage being oversized, and then the laundry is oversized, and the laundry allows you to go in and put racks in there if you want to be able to store Christmas stuff, right? So my wife's a big Christmas decorator,
Yeah.
and I swear that's all that's in my attic. So in my case, I have to kind of think through things like that, of what somebody's going to do with all those Christmas boxes, right? So
Yeah.
in this case, that's the laundry is where those would go.
See, look how big these windows and these doors are. Like you said,
this
40%.
allows you to open this all the way up.
This is cool. I would love. Who would love a house like this? Like, check this out. Like, how cool would this be to have like a barbecue or have a party or stuff like that? I mean, it's incredible. Really,
Yeah,
really nice.
Plenty of room for a pool. So we actually designed the rendering originally with a pool design in here, and it's approximately 35 feet or so, and then you get about 15 feet wide in here.
Okay.
And so it's plenty big enough pool. You can do a tanning ledge and some cool stuff with it. I know it's deceiving when you're looking at a landscape yard, but it truly will fit back here. And
Yeah.
then again, you get those other courtyards, right? So
Yeah.
even if this became all pool, you've got the other courtyards.
Yeah,
will
that
function out.
makes sense, man. I want to show them the corner. This is literally my favorite part of the house right here. So this is like Jetson style.
It's called butt glass or miter glass.
So let's see. So this is a corner window right here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So how'd you pull this off?
So that's just basically reinforced stability up here with that gray beam that goes across.
Yeah.
Well, not the gray beam, but the glue lamp beam that goes across, and it's supported here.
Uh-huh.
So because that's supporting all the weight up off of this post here, then you're able to fabricate and go in with, you know, this frameless glass here.
So explain this right here. I think this is like one of my favorite features of the house.
Yeah, so just a fire pit that we built in, but we countersunk it just to keep it clean, and you know, you don't have to walk around any big structure here.
Yeah.
It just really works well for tables and chairs, and again, just a linear line sight of seeing it through the dining room, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool, man. And then I want to show them that master the master bath, and then the garage, and then
Cool.
that's it. But this is like it's nothing on video, but y'all have to come in person. Look at this. Like who would want to live here? If you're watching this video, make sure to comment so I know. Maybe I can get you some buyers, man, into this house, which is like everything just so beautifully designed.
Thank you, Ronny. It's been a lot of fun, you know, designing this and coming through it and putting it all together and then seeing the final product, right? This is one of my favorite bathrooms here.
This is cool.
And this is your main powder bath, right?
You can see the windows and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
And here's the laundry room that we talked about before. And this having all the storage space in here.
Yeah, there's plenty of storage here. And then, let's see. Oh, then this is the washer and dryer.
Yeah, so full-size stackable there.
Uh-huh.
And then you got plenty of folding space, and you got a built-in ironing board there.
Okay. Oh, and this is, okay, well, we'll see if our audience catches this.
So this is the office studio in here. And then of course you got the barn door.
This is cool.
One of the unique things that we did is put the track on the bottom so it keeps the top open.
Yeah.
Right? And we reinforced this wall with steel so it doesn't move on you.
Oh, that's cool.
And it allows you to shut this room off. Come in from this side and you look at it.
Now that is cool. Because the way you're telling the flow of the house, you're telling them, how are you explaining it to me?
So that being the kitchen courtyard, you can have a table and chairs out there. You can go out there, have your morning coffee or your afternoon wine. You could be in here and be inspired if this is your art room, your music room, you know, or your office. You know, this allows you to still kind of look outside over that way, have some art pieces here. You get the line sight of you know, looking up in the ceiling area there and above the ceiling line, you know, here. So
Yeah,
and then it allows you to close off your mess.
I didn't know. I just noticed the.
Oh, the art niches there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
that's
is cool,
perfect to put any of your artwork on display. And then we go into the master suite. This actually is set up so you can do a built-in. There's plumbing in this wall, so if you need to tie in plumbing in here and you want a wet bar or a coffee bar here, you have that option, or you can just do a really cool piece of mid-century modern furniture.
So there's not one thing you didn't think of, huh?
Well, we try, you know, we try to think through those things, but patio out here. I love these corner windows because you can put a really cool chair here. You can read at night. You've got a little night lamp here.
Yeah.
The bed would go here. TV on that wall.
Yeah, I want to show them the what's it called?
The master.
Yeah, the garage at not the garage, but the bathroom. Look at this. Check out these LED mirrors. I think that's really cool. They got lights at the bottom and stuff.
Yeah.
So because whenever I first walked in, what was the first question I asked on this?
On this, as far as the door goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were asking where the door was.
Yeah.
So there is no door.
Okay.
It's designed so that it's handicap style.
Yeah.
So you can just come in. It's very convenient. And your shower area or wet area is all the way in here. Right?
Yeah.
So just a walk-in shower, kind of just like walking into a big locker room. It's really easy and convenient. You got all the built-ins here, plenty of stuff for your shampoos and soaps, and you got a thermostatic valve there for the tub. You can still see it here if you come up and shine up. Have the skylight effect here, but it's starting to get dim.
It's still it's super cool. Like how cool is that, guys? And then this tile, I mean it's excellent. And then so this right here, it's when as soon as you turn it on, it's hot, right?
Yes. Yeah.
See?
So that it's called a thermostatic valve that leaves the temperature where you left it.
Yeah.
But we have a Navian tankless water heater here built with the recirculating system. So the water heater is all the way in the garage, but as soon as you turn that on, it's within minutes that gets hot.
See, that is cool. Yeah. So this is really a masterpiece.
Thank you, Ronny.
Look at this master bedroom closet. I mean, there's plenty of room for y'all, anyone who's watching and wants to buy this house. You know, so it's pretty cool. What's up, John? Mr. Calloway is on the.
Hey, Calloway.
But yeah, guys. I mean, this is literally one of a kind here in Dallas. I mean, just it's breathtaking just to see. So I wanted to. Tavis is so well. He thinks things out like so in such detail. Like everything in these homes like is well thought out. Any adjustments and stuff like it's really cool. So about to head to the garage because we want to show you a few cool things there, and then we'll wrap it up. But like, who would want to live here? Make sure comment on here so we know. We want some feedback on the house because this is one of the last projects. You said this was your last one, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, the last new build.
Oh, okay. What about my house, man? When I build mine, can you build mine?
I could definitely consult you.
Okay, cool. So this garage is huge. So what is that thing over
Yeah.
there?
So we oversized the garage, 24 feet deep, 8-foot garage door. So I can pull my truck in here.
Yeah.
10-foot ceilings, and then you have that Navian water heater.
Yeah.
That's got the recirc system built into it, the energy efficient.
This-
One of the things we didn't talk about was the energy efficiency in the home. So
Yeah.
over 40% windows on this home with a 65 HERS index,
Yeah.
which means we're 35 more efficient than the standard energy ratings right now.
Yeah.
And that's on and above most homes because of the amount of windows that we have here. We'd even be lower with less windows, right?
Yeah.
But we're fully encapsulated foam, 5.5 inches on the outside walls, 7.5 on the ceilings. And then we got another 1/2 inch of thermal bonded foam on the outside to protect from thermal bridging.
Okay. That's cool. And then you got a little
That's a little
entry.
garage door.
So this is a water heater, guys. Like things are getting smaller now. You know, it's awesome to see that that kind of technology and how it's just becoming more and more efficient to build homes.
One of the things we do is this is your main shut off to the whole house right there. So
Yeah.
you hit that and it turns off the water to the whole home, so you don't have to go out and mess around in the flower beds trying to find a valve shut off.
Yeah, and then you have the Tesla, right? So
Yeah. So we're set up to
This-
plug and play.
this is the plug, right?
Yeah, 50 amp circuit, you just plug right into it. Enough power to charge the car, fully charge our car in about 6 hours, 5 to 6.
Oh, that's not
5
bad.
to 6 hours, and you get about 240 miles, 250 miles to the range on our car. So
That's cool. That's it, guys. Y'all have to see this house in person. So when was it again, Tavis?
it's Thursday, and it's 5:30 to 7 on Thursday afternoon, the 9th. So 2 more days, and love to see you guys here.
Okay, so it is 8626 Diceman Drive in Dallas, right?
Correct.
So thank y'all so much for watching this video. This is a little bit different of a tour, but just wanted to make sure y'all see it because there's over 1,000 of you that watch my videos every single time.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I appreciate everything. If you have any questions for us, just comment below and we'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you.